So welcome back again to Bal Vigyan Bharti with Abhilash Sarkar. Now in this episode we'll next move to the problem number 36 in ratio and proportion. So the problem number 36 say in an election the vote cast the votes cast for two of the candidates were in the ratio of 5:7. If the successful candidate received 20734 votes, how many opponent have received? Okay, so there are two party only, so the ratio of the votes shared is 5:7. So obviously in the ratio who is having the latter ratio, the part means who is in consequent part has won definitely. And another information, if the successful candidate receives this much, so out of this part, if it is proportionate to this much, so how much the opponent will get. So we can say the ratio of the votes is in the ratio of the candidates were the ratio if the election the votes cast for two candidates in the 5:7. If I say they are in the same proportion as the vote numbers is being given, so definitely this vote is the candidates who has got higher votes, so he has won the contested he has won the contest. So this 5:7 means the vote numbers are in the ratio of this. Now we can easily decide who has won the contest, and then the 7 who is getting the 7 in the proportion in the ratio definitely has won because he has the higher vote share, so his number will come there. So definitely this is the who has lost, so we can take it as L, the vote that he has received. So this is the requirement of the sum. The requirement of the sum is that in a successful candidate ratio this much vote, how many votes did the opponents? So the opponents has got. So this is simple equation. Once it is being established, you will get the result accordingly. So this is the vote the losing candidate will get. So this is 7 to the 14, 6, 7, 7 9 the 63, 4 3, 7 6 the 42, 1 4 7 2. So this is how much. If I multiply with the 10, then divide by 2. So this is 2962 by 2. So that is 14810. This will be the answer. Okay, so this is the count of the vote that the losing candidate will get. So this will be your answer. Okay. And the next is number 37. Two numbers are in the ratio. Two numbers are in the ratio of 3:4. If the sum of numbers is 63, find the numbers. Both the numbers have to find the numbers. Two numbers are in the ratio of this, and the total is this. So then what would be the case? The sum is this much, so find the numbers. It is very, what are the ratio? 3:4. The fraction is this one of what? 3. This is 64, one number. This is 4/70. So this is 63. 63, 7, 9, 27, and this is same 9, 36. So these are the two numbers. Okay. The next is 38. There will be some little bit. So next problem is your 38. 38 problem says, if a 60 ml of water contain 12% of chlorine, how much water must be added in order to create a 8% chlorine solution. Okay, so let us understand. Now it said, in a 60 ml of water contain 12% of chlorine, how much water must be added to? So in first case, there must be some water with which some water is added to get the solution converted into some other less denser chlorine concentrated solution. So first thing is that in the first sentence, this is being bit confusing. In a 60 ml of water contains 12% of chlorine. So that means this 12% of chlorine, if I assume of what? 12% of chlorine of what? That is not being mentioned. So the first thing automatically comes into the mind, it is, if 60 ml of water mixed with 12% of chlorine of what? That we not ever will get. So that means 60 ml of water, if I see, when I see the solution of something is dissolved in water, will get the solution as a solution of water itself, because physically we see the water, we cannot see the chlorine in it. The chlorine is mixed in liquid state, because both are liquid, or if it is dissolvable then also it can dissolve. So the solution will be in liquid form, that is the majorly of due to the water. So that 60 ml of water contains, so that means in this solution only this 12% is existing. That is not a separate entity. That means 60 ml of water you cannot take as a pure water and 12% something of that. So how will you get something? So that means this solution, that's saying it is containing 12% of chlorine. So the first thing is that, so the initially what is your water percentage? 88% of water and your 12% of chlorine. So I am talking about the water is to chlorine. Understand, this is the case. Now in the second case you are converting to 8% of chlorine. So that means 92% of water, 8% of water and 8% of chlorine, 92% of water. So now you are adding to water, let's say X percentage. Now we are talking this percent, all in percentage, so this I have taken as X percentage. Now once I get the X percentage, if I want to calculate in milliliter, so this X percentage, because every percentage is on basis of this volume 60 ml, 12% of what? 60 ml. So whatever percentage will come, we will calculate on this. So once I will get the X, I definitely can get what is ml. So X percentage of this would be the answer. So let me start with that. So as it is all in percentage, I can remove percentage. Simply what I will do, this equal to 12 by 8, that means 3 by 2 of 92. This will come around 138. So X is equal to 50. Now this X, this is X I have taken in percentage, so that is not the milliliter. So exactly the how much the milliliter, this is percentage of 60 ml, that will give you the X value as a ml. So that is 50% means 30 ml will be the answer. Now this is one procedure. Another procedure, you can directly calculate the value of it. As I understand that 12% of chlorine of 60, so your water is let me calculate the chlorine, 60 ml, 12 percentage, that is equal to 7.2 ml of chlorine. So water is 52.8 ml of water. So initially 52.8 ml plus X ml I am mixing, which will convert into 92 by 8. So 92 by 8%, because 92 of water, 8% of chlorine. So now solve. Plus X is equal to 72 into 92 by 8. This is equal to 0.9. 9 to the 8, 1, 9 to the 81, 82. 82.8. So what is X? 82.8 minus 52.8. So this is how much? 30 ml. Now directly this is also can be done. So this is both case I am getting X is equal to 30 ml in first procedure also, in second procedure also. Okay. Okay. The next is problem number 39. There is 20 liters of a solution which has 20% of bleach, extra bleach is added to make it to 50% bleach solution. How much water has to be added further to bring it back to 20% bleach solution. Okay. So let us understand together what it asking. There are 20 liters, the initial volume of the solution, and 20 liters, which has 20% of bleach. So that means 80% of water, because there are two ingredients only, bleach and water. So initial, the bleach is to water, if I take, it is in the ratio of 20:80, because if 20% containing bleach, so the remaining will be water. Extra bleach is added. Let be, I'm saying X% is bleach is added to make it a 50% solution. So 50% of bleach solution, that means 50% of bleach and remaining 50% will be water. So from this, what we will get? X is, this 50/50 is 180, and then X% is equal to 60%. So once I will add this bleach, now the total solution of 20 liters, and all the percentage initial case before the bleach being added, this is based on the amount of solution available. 20% of this, 80% of this. Now you see, once you are mixing some bleach to make a new solution of 50/50%, this 50% will not be based on the initial volume, that will somehow will increase this 60% of this solution, because we have taken X% of this solution. But once we will add, the volume itself will increase. So whatever the new solution will become, with adding this bleach, the bleach is to, now the new case, the bleach is to water will be 80%, will become 80% of bleach, 80% of water. This apparently seems like 50% to 50%, but if I take the 50%, this 50% will refer to this volume, whereas this 80% will refer to this volume itself. But 50% if I take, that has to be on the increased volume. 50/50%, if I say, let's say this is after the bleach being added, this is become 24%. Now that have to calculate, and on that, if I take 50%, I will get the exact volume of the bleach and water. But without doing that, if I go on adding the percentage, this percentage I am referring this volume, isn't it? That will tell the same thing, because I am increasing this 80% become this much of it. So exactly, if I take 50%, that will be with the increased volume. So I want to keep this percentage intact with and keeping the base value same. Now your base bleach is to water become 80/8. Now I am adding what? I am adding further. Now initially we added bleach. Now the second case, how much water? Because obviously you have to add water to make it a lighter solution. So now water I am adding, let's say Y%. Now this Y% will become of this. Okay, to get the solution becomes 20% of bleach. So this will be 20% and your water will be 80%, the remaining one, isn't it? So now all are in decimal, all are in percentage. So if I remove it, this is 80 into 80 plus by 80 plus y is equal to 1 by 4. So now this will give y is equal to 320 minus 80, that is equal to 240. Now this y I have taken is percentage, so this percentage of what? Referring this one, because I am not change the reference point. Okay, so the y exactly, if I want to get in a liter, y in liter, then equal to 240% of 20 liter, the initial, because I am not changing the percentage, and percentage keeping reference with the initial case. So this is 48, because 240, if I take it is 240 by 100 into 20, so this will all cancel. This is 48 liters. Understand? So here with this method I am getting 48 liters. Remember this. So if I go with the traditional one, where I need not to worry too much, if it is 20 liters, so what is your bleach initially? 20, so 20% of 20, so that means equal to 4 liter of bleach, water is 16 liter. Now what I am doing, I am adding bleach. So 4 liter plus, let's say x of bleach 16 become 50 by 50, that means 1. So what I am adding, x, that means equal to 12 liters of bleach I am adding. So new will be 16 and 16. So in new mixture, bleach will be 16, water will be 16. Now what else we are doing? 16 of bleach, 16 plus y liter of water we are adding. What I am getting? 20 is to 4, this one. So what is it? It is y is equal to 64 minus 16, that is equal to 48 liters. So this is your traditional straightforward method also. From there you will get the 48 liters of water I am adding. Okay, understood? So I will end up here. In the next video I will move from the problem number 40 onwards. So thank you for now. Good night.